Greetings and salutations, YouTubers and malefactors. Back here at Stop Logic Motorsports, and we're doing something super exciting today. I'm trying not to sound too sarcastic. I have some old footage of the F3 cleaner that I stumbled across, and noticed that Slick Products was advertising a new filter wash. So I'm gonna take some of the old footage, full disclosure, and do a little head-to-head comparison, and do a review on the Slick Products air filter cleaner. See if it's all it's cut up to be, if it's on par with the F3, and we'll see. Got a whole stack of dirty filters here of varying degrees, pretty nasty stuff, and we're gonna wash all four of these bad boys and see how they come out. So first off, we're gonna take this apparently place dry filter bucket, fully saturate filter with cleaner using rubber gloves. I'm not gonna bother with the rubber gloves because they kind of get a little weird. So F3 usually suggests that you put the whole bottle in here and you can use it for 10 filters. You know what? We're gonna follow these directions. I was gonna do it just like the F3, but you know what? I've got directions. Let's follow them. So filter number 1 was oiled with this was no toil biodegradable. Not super dirty filter. I usually try and keep good care of my stuff, but I've got one in there that's pretty well beat that I might add to the list. So I'll put a little bit of cleaner on you, fully saturate you. Let's massage this filter. Yeah, sorry I'm not bending over, not bending down a bit more. My that little back injury I thought was just a back injury wound up being a partially dislocated rib, so it's been a little interesting. Trying to get a better shot of me massaging this filter, and it doesn't look that much better. I'm gonna squeeze out the excess, rinse thoroughly with water. I mean, it looks like it's gotten the bulk of the schmutz out. Alright, well, we'll squeeze out the excess. And rinse this bad boy out. Let's see where we're at. Now, it smells about like the F3. F3 kind of smells, it says it smells like bubblegum. This one smells a bit more like bubblegum. Honestly, the F3 to me kind of reminds me of like a humidor, like a cigar humidor or a Black & Mild. It foams up just like the F3, so this is so far not too far off. This filter's a little bit beat. And the main reason I'm washing from outside or inside to outside is I want to blow all the derbis off. So I don't know. It wasn't too dirty of a filter, but that's actually coming out pretty good. And we've got a few different filter oils. We've got a Bel-Ray over there. We've got a Tusk oil. I mainly just oil with whatever I have handy. Definitely no residual oil coming out, so this seems to be doing a pretty good job of getting all the leftovers out. Kind of impressed. Alright, turn off the water real quick. Oop. Alright, so we got filter 1. Put on the bucket. Give it a good squeeze. Yeah, there's no residual oil coming out of that, so that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, I know I'm using the no-toil stuff. I could use the no-toil cleaner, and I've got a little bit of it left in there, but I've already used that stuff before. Alright, now let's try something a little more challenging. Yeah, there we go. Yum, yum. Add a little more of this cleaner in there, honestly. Alright, there was a deal for 2 of these for the price of 1 on Amazon for the Slick products. I've had good luck with their foam can and stuff in the past, even though it's gone up in price and I've started having to use Mud Defender instead of the Muck Off or whatever. Yeah. You hear that, Slick? Put your prices back down a little bit, man. I mean, your Mud Defender's good, but I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's worth paying twice as much. Holy crapperoni. Other than the little bits of flotsam in there, this is actually coming out pretty good. Let's do it one more. One more give goo. Yeah, actually, this is okay. That's pretty impressive. Alright. Come on, feller. Yeah, this is something you could definitely use in the house in a sink and not offend, you know, the missus. Not stink everyone out of the house and home. For a while I was using the spray filter cleaners, like some other products, like the aerosol ones, and the smell would be so pervasive in the house, like no one would want to be inside for a few hours. Okay, it's pretty impressive. So 2 dirty filters down, 1 kind of dirty one. And I'll set these out in a better order here in a little bit. I'm actually kind of impressed with these Tusk filters. I've always been, well, I had a funnel web filter, and sadly it died after a year, which kind of surprised me. I've never had one fail before, but it let go on a side glue seam after 1 year. All these Twin Airs, well, one of them was a leftover one from my KTM 350. That older one that I'm thinking about retiring soon. It's starting to get a little threadbare. But, I usually use Twin Air. Yeah, this one actually retained a bit more schmutz. I'm gonna try rinsing it out some more, but the no toil in this one. This one's proven to be a bit more, little leftover oil. It's coming out pretty clean. And I'm gonna try the Tusk filter cleaner, but the thing with the aerosol ones is I don't want to get everything all stinky. It causes a lot of sore feeling there. I would say this is actually, that's pretty dang clean. I'd give that a passing score. Let's see, we're 3 filters down. We're gonna go to 4. Oof. Let's ditch those old bags. Let's go to filter 4. This one was also done with no toil. No turtle. A high flow. I like the high flow stuff too. .95% clean. It's about fine. I mean, I'll see if these things have any residual oil after they dry out. A little easier to tell when they're not fully soaked with water. Now let's see. 4 filters, nice and quick, just a few minutes. I'd say I'm pretty impressed with the results. I mean, this one is, honestly, with all these divots and other things, I think I am going to chuck this filter. It's got a bit of life left in it. I might run it one more, like for the winter riding season, but it's definitely not going back on for the race season. Now, we're going to let these dry out, and I'll check back in once they're dried out, see if they're all oiliness. See you guys in a few. Filter A done with Squeeze On PJ1. Filter B is old diesel oil and kerosene. So just going to get these get these underway and see what all the hubbub is about. So they claim that you can wash like 10 filters and basically just work it in there. You know, quite honestly, I think I'm probably going to end up just having to dump the whole bottle in there and do it the old-fashioned way like we used to with gasoline in a bucket. Now they say under no circumstance do you put water in the mixture in your bucket. Wow, it does smell like bubblegum. Okay. Yeah, it kind of looks a bit sudsy. Do 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 do. Well, no longer smells like kerosene or anything, it just smells like bubblegum. I have now achieved 2 bubblegum air filters. Now I'm going to double check and just to make sure I'm getting all this filter wash out. All this hogwash out of here. Seems like for the most part. I'd say, you know, we're 5 filters in. 3 of them are really dirty, so it should last the full 10 filters like the other one, and it doesn't have any nasty smell like gasoline or any of those chemical sprays. I am curious about the Tusk filter cleaner, so at some point, at a later date, I will review that product. But for now, I think this has been a pretty good experiment. Well, anywho, if you like the content, like and subscribe. If you don't, feel free to criticize me harshly. I also take payment in attaboys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.